As an expert in quality and reliability, really curious about why you think we should care about requirements as we go through the product development process.
Michael, I care about defining requirements because I've observed a number of organizations and engineering teams developing without requirements. And it's astonishing that they think they can effectively design and manufacture new products without clear definitions. And I'm not talking about the innovation phase because that's done with few constraints, but I'm talking about new product development or new product introduction, where they need clear objectives, and those would be used to drive engineering and manufacturing requirements and ultimately design execution. And the requirements I'm talking about are key features, or how the product should perform or look, or how long it should last, or what conditions it should be used. And to maximize this benefit, requirements should be identified early in the development process.
Got it. So what are the benefits of having requirements defined early in the development process in your?
The advantages of defining requirements early are the design team working to the same plan. And this is really important for a larger team, especially if they're not in the same geographical location. And these teams can include electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, software engineers, quality engineers, and the like. And as you know, requirements can change during development, and that means we need a process to deal with that change, to determine the impact of the change, if the change should be made, and then inform the stakeholders of the impact. And this change control process should evaluate the impact on the development and product costs, on the product quality, and the development schedule. And most importantly, clear requirements reduces the number of design cycles, and in turn reduces development cost and shortens the time to market. One of my favorite KPIs for new product development is first pass design success. And this is the percent of product development projects without added development cycles. And I've worked with organizations where we've driven continuous improvement from less than 50% to greater than 80% in 1 year. And finally, requirements let you know when your development is complete. In other words, the product meets all the requirements. And without these requirements, it would be hard to tell when you successfully completed the development cycle.
Got it. Yeah, really makes sense. And how does quality relate to requirements as you go down the process?
I like to start with the definition of quality to show its relationship to requirements. And I have a few favorite quality definitions. Probably my most favorite is minimal variation around target. This is things like Six Sigma, zero defect, Taguchi loss function. Second one is meeting or exceeding customer needs and expectations. This is a pretty common definition. And finally, just conformance to requirements. And what do these definitions have in common? Targets, expectations, requirements. And without documenting them, we have a hard time determining the quality of these products. And as a quality guy, I need to do that during new product introduction and during mass production.
What type of requirements are we talking about?
The types of requirements take the form of things like user stories, which is common in software development, functional requirements or product features, non-functional requirements like development costs or maintainability or reliability of the product, performance requirements, quantitative or variables requirements, but ultimately we need to be able to determine conformance to those requirements. My favorite is using quantitative or variables requirements as much as possible. This facilitates the first definition of quality, minimal variation around target. Ideally, we want something like target and tolerance, like 45 plus or minus 5, or just upper lower spec, like 40 to 50. Quantitative requirements also facilitate the use of statistics, which can help us predict future performance. Not only just verifying a binary requirement, like good or not good, and we can then measure the goodness of a variable's measurement. So I'll be back with part 2 of this 4-part series with the next part, defining requirements. See you then.